After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We got to just keep this line on a loop because we say it so often. First down, Tyler Boyd. He's thrived in a high-volume role for the Cincinnati Bengals, averaging almost 80 catches and 950 yards a season over the last 4.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the Bengals had a remarkable run to the Super Bowl last year, but one team that gave them trouble were these New York Jets. You might remember back in Week 8, it was the Jets rallying behind backup Mike White, who threw for 405 yards and 3 touchdowns, and a 34-31 New York victory over the Bengals. And this is caught, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football, and the Bengals grab it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On play action, Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot. Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 out the gate early.
What, 88 out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Bengals drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
11 mighty, stop.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise, way up. Not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route, and he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, 1st-round pick in 2020. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing is Rodgers. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
11 MP.
From the 31, Burrow. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is Mixon hit, and oh, the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
On 2.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
11.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now that's how you start to get back into good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go.
5 yards remain on second down. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
On one, ready? 11, Palmer. Stop.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon, eluding the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. To throw is Rodgers. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. It's Hall. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
On one, ready?
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
11 MT, take. 11 stop.
Now it's Burrow. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here we go.
An option handoff here to Mixon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Running lanes rode a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
11 MT, 11 MT, stop.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Again, it's Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes, when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's a give to Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time. Down. Here's Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. With it is Brown. Able to slither by. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
11.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. A solid stiff arm. 54 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Dialed up the fullback dive that time. We'll see what they go to on 3rd down from the 1.
Yeah, they may have dialed it up, but it was repelled, wasn't it? Do you wag a finger back at the offense like a certain iconic NBA guy did back in the day, or do you just say, try it again, guys?
Well, I think they wag the finger, but they got to get one more stop here, maybe 2. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive to help themselves out.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This from 54 yards away. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
12. Stop.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
12.
Here we go with Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than a...